Hi, I'm Mark Hayden from IntelliWolf, and today we're going to build a basic web page. If you're new to HTML, I encourage you to watch the videos I've done on understanding the basic structure of a web page and an introduction to HTML. You can find the links to those videos in the description. So today we're going to make a basic web page that looks like the one on the right. Sure, it doesn't look pretty, but for that we'd need a language called CSS. We're not going to cover CSS in this video. That's the next lesson in this series, and you can find a link to that video in the description. On the left, I have a program called Notepad++ for editing the files. I use it because it has code highlighting. And on the right is Chrome, so we can see our work in progress. So we start off with a file. There's the folder, HTML. We start off with a file called index.html. That's the default file that the browsers look for the home page. Right now, there's nothing in it, and if I hit refresh on Chrome, you can see it's blank. So every web page has a very well-defined structure. So it opens with a tag called HTML and closes with a tag called HTML. Now it uses that basically to tell the browser that we're looking at a HTML page and to render it accordingly. So then that is then split up into head, and close that, and then also into body. There we go, let's fix that. So head is where the scripts and styles and document information goes, and the body is where the content, the images and the text and the headings and all that sits in the body. So first up, we're going to give this document a name or a title, and the tag is title, and we're going to call it My New Website and close the title. So then when we save this, you see up the top it just has the URL. So if we refresh that, it now says My New Website. And that's the title that if you do a search in Google and you see the clickable link for a page, that's what that is. And that tells everyone, okay, this is my new website, the name of the page. So the next step is to add that image. So this is called logo. Yep. So the reason why I'm doing the tabs is just so that it's easier to see. So to bring in an image, we go img, the image, src for source equals quote, and this quote can be single or double quotes. I like to use double quotes. Logo.png. Let me close it. So we save that, refresh, and there's our image. And that doesn't have to be in the same folder, but because it is in the same folder, we don't have to do anything fancy. You could put the full URL to it. So let's say it was on IntelliWolf. It would be https like so. And if we make it a little bit bigger, you can see it like so. Alright. So basically this source just says, alright, go to this place here online and grab the picture that's from there. So we're going to save that, put that there. So actually, because it's right here in the same one, it's there. So if we were to go to /logo.png, there's the image right there. Alright. So we've got the image. Next up, we want to do our heading. So h1, close h1, and I'm not going to type that. I'm just going to copy that from our other screen and paste. Save, update, and we've got our title. Next up is the content. So we've got paragraphs and we've got a second heading. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there. Make it a little bit more readable for we humans. Save and update, and everything's in there. Alright, so we've got the image, we've got the header 1, and we've got the header 2 here. Now, we could, it's not the done thing, but we could change that to H1, and if you watch this here, that would change larger. We could do that, but generally, as a general rule, you only have one H1 per page. And that's kind of the name of the page for the body. So then the last thing that we need to do is bring in the copyright that we had at the bottom. And there we go. So that's a basic web page. We have HTML, we have the head, we have the body. The stuff that we want printed onto the actual content goes in here. We have image, source, and then where it's located. We have the title to tell the name of the page, and that's pretty much it. Now, it doesn't look particularly good, or any good, but that's what we'll be covering in the next video, where we'll go through an overview of CSS and how to integrate it.